Hey, family. Welcome to another episode of the Saturday Sit Down, hosted by yours truly, Miss Aaron Bull, host of the Beacon of Truth podcast. Normally, I am joined by my lovely co host, Miss Lovey McPherson, who is absent today due to a prior engagement, but we look forward to seeing her next week. So it's just us, just me and you. I got a few things to talk about, but before we get into today's conversation and the different topics, y'all. Lovey might not be here, but she done finally came through. I would like to present to you the new intro for the Saturday Sit Down. Yes, I'm so excited. Please hold while I pull it up. As always, not prepared for me. Here we go. Here's the new intro, guys. Let me know what you think. Yes, I love it. So maybe now y'all can see why I was harassing Lovey so bad about coming through with the intro. She is fine with it. So shout out to Lovey for not being here, but coming through with the intro. Thank you, boo. Appreciate it. Hello, Courtney Jones. Hello, mysterious viewer with no name. You can leave a comment so I could greet you. Mm-mm-mm. But normally I would ask Lovey how was her week. She's not here. So, ladies and gentlemen, how was your week? How was everything for you this week? Things for me were okay. It's work. Work is work. Other than that, everything else is good. So I got a variety of topics to talk about. Kind of a little this, a little of that. Just some things I wanted to cover since I have a little more airtime doing it by myself. Let me do some things. Let's see. I'm not prepared. Let me drop this link. Also, if you have any topics, comments, questions, or anything that you want to discuss today from previous episodes, something that was on your mind, questions or anything like that that you were not sure of, we can talk about that. Let me get all of my stuff together, y'all. I'm tripping. All right, so I have dropped the link if anybody wants to come on and converse with me. But in the meantime, between time, like I said, I got a few things that I want to get into. So first of all, I want to talk about why I do this every week. Every week. Why do I do this? Why did I even start the channel? How did I get started? What was my thought? What is my vision for it? And I kind of covered it a little bit before, but I just want to refresh because we do have some new subscribers and things. So let's talk about it. So I've actually had the YouTube channel for about 2, maybe 3 years. But initially when I started the channel, I wasn't really serious about it. I started out like kind of doing comedy sketches, if you want to call it that. Just little comical videos, 5-10 minute videos about some things that were on my mind being funny, which was all well and good. But do you know how hard it is to be funny every day? I mean, I normally pull it off pretty well, but to be funny for the camera is a little more difficult. And it just wasn't really fulfilling me. I mean, I was getting some likes and shares, but I wanted to go a little deeper, really. So then came the Beacon of Truth. I started it as an audio podcast, and then I switched over to doing it on YouTube. Just because when you do a podcast, the platform I was using didn't allow for like back and forth interactions. It was just I talk, people listen, and then that was it. It wasn't even a thumbs up, share. You could get rated like on Apple or different platforms like that, but it just wasn't really working for me. So I brought it to YouTube, mainly for the engagement. And again, it's called the Beacon of Truth because I wanted to be a source of truth. And it didn't even have to come from me, but at least a platform for the truth to be discussed or discovered. So that doesn't mean that it's always what I think or my truths or whatever. I really had visions of having different perspectives on the show, and learning from them, not just, people learning from me, because I ain't got all the answers. I'm smart enough to know I don't have all the answers. So I wanted this to kind of be a place where the truth could be discussed. How happy, pleasant, unpleasant, whatever, but at least the truth could be discussed. But one thing about YouTube and social media in general is that truth and positivity is kind of frowned upon and not really supported like that. So it's been a slow go. We're at 362 subscribers as of today, or up until the last time I looked at the stats, which is earlier. So I don't know when we hit 362, but obviously, my goal initially was to reach 1,000 subscribers, to meet the requirements for YouTube to become monetized. And also, once you reach 1,000 subscribers, then you can go go live from your phone. However, StreamYard, thank you for coming through. Hey, Jermaine. StreamYard has allowed me to do that. So now I'm not so concerned with trying to reach that threshold. I mean, I would love to, but I'll get there when I get there. However, I want to continue to just speak truth to power, bring the truth out, have those difficult conversations like the one that we had about family, the one, talking about addiction, issues within the Black community, issues within the country, politics, love and relationships, etc., so forth and so forth. So long story short, that's why I'm here, what I want to do. Why do I choose to be so transparent? Because, I've talked about almost every aspect of my life except for sex. Because my mother is a subscriber and a watcher of this platform. So I really kind of stay away from that topic. But other than that, I choose to be transparent because I've experienced a lot of difficulties in my life. Not as bad as others, and maybe some situations worse than others. However, when I was going through those times, I felt very alone, and I was ashamed, embarrassed, things like that. And so I kind of speak on those things because I don't want anybody else to feel like they're alone. And as I've gotten older and had more conversations and just become more vocal about encounters that I've had or situations that I've had, I realized that I wasn't alone then, and I'm not alone now. But these are kind of things, just taboo topics that, I don't know, like we're just supposed to put on this perfect face and pretend to, not ever have any issues, or I don't know what it is, but I believe in the truth. So I choose to be transparent, just hopefully to inspire others to stand in their own truth. I don't have it all together. I'm a regular, average American. You know what I mean? I don't make millions of dollars. I'm a special person, yes, but there ain't nothing special about me. Meaning, things that I've overcome, places that I've gotten to, and this level of comfort that I have within myself, others can get to. And that's what I would love to see for other people. And I think that would play a huge part in just this great divide that we have in our country. And I say great divide as if it's just one issue, but, just the hatred, the judging, all of that. When you look within and you spend more time addressing yourself and acknowledging your issues and your flaws, you don't have to really a lot of time to focus on others and be worried about others like that. But long story short, that's why I'm here. That's why I do it. Right. So I do have a lot of family on here. So I really don't talk about sex, okay? But pretty much anything else goes. At some point, maybe I will talk about that, but it won't be today, okay? Not on Mother's Day weekend, okay? What else do I have for you? Yeah, so like basically, I'm regular, I'm average, I have daily issues. And I just choose to be transparent about that, just hopefully to encourage others to not be ashamed of their situations and we've all, made bad decisions, poor choices, stupid decisions, emotional decisions, irrational decisions. We've done them, and I just refuse to sit here and act like I haven't, and I won't judge other people because they have. um and like I said, I'm not perfect. I don't have it all together. I don't have all the answers, and the older I get, the more I realize you kind of almost like never really have it together. You have it a little closer to together than other times, but I don't think it ever really comes together. But I will say this: when it comes to difficulties and just regrets that you may have in your life, you're here. So all of the worst of the worst of times that you have had, the worst day of your life you have ever experienced, the worst time period you have ever been through, you made it. You made it through that. So just keep that in mind when you encounter other dark situations or dark times, difficult issues, or if you make mistakes, because we're human. We're never going to be perfect, ever. Never going to be perfect. But as long as we have breath in our bodies, that's another opportunity to get closer to that. That's my little 2 cents. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, my notes are out of order. Yeah, sounds about right. But so yeah, that's pretty much like why I do this, what my goal is. And I do appreciate a lot of the offline conversations that I have. After I do the show, I get lots of phone calls. Well, not really a lot, like I'm popular or something. No, it's just my family calling and talking about it. So hopefully, this program, this show is inspiring conversations to be had, lessons to be learned within, your own lives. Even if you're not sharing that with me, that's fine. I just want to help everybody. I just want to help everybody be better. Um, and as far as bringing Lovey onto the show, as far as like how we changed over, coming into the Saturday sit down, just because honestly I wasn't getting a lot of the engagement that I was expecting. So really, I thought I would get up here, talk about some things, and people would jump in the comments, and I would address them. Like no, that didn't happen. So I invited Lovey to co-host the show with me, and gratefully and thankfully she accepted, which that gave me a sounding board. And I love what we do. Lovey and I are best friends, and obviously we are sometimes polar opposites. So it gives different perspectives of the same conversation, the same topic, and just an opportunity to delve further into some of those topics. And just, I appreciate having another perspective on here, because like I'm not always right. I don't have all the answers, and I'm comfortable with that. I'm a student of life, so I try and learn new things every day, and I believe that you can learn from any and everybody, from children to the elderly and everything in between, even idiots, believe it or not. So yeah, there's that. Um, what else do I have? Y'all, let me tell you something. Yeah, no, I've been doing this for like 2 years or so, and I think I did it for almost a year, kind of by myself. I still get nervous every time I do one by myself. So I'm not as poorly put together as it appears. I'm just nervous. So just forgive me again. Not perfect. Okay. Not perfect. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, and one of the other reasons that I've gotten comfortable with the slow growth of the channel and continue to do it anyway is because one, I do get feedback, and thankfully, the feedback says that, I'm helping people. So great. I appreciate that. But again, in this day and age, negativity, drama, and, staged stunts and things like that, that's what goes viral. That's what gets all the likes, views, shares, comments, commentary, and stuff like that. And I refuse to be hateful, and I refuse to sell my soul or sell my people for likes and views. So this channel is not always for everybody, and it's not for everybody, and that's okay. But my people will find the beacon of truth. So that's me. I'm good with it. I hope that we continue to grow. That's my vision. I hope to start getting other guests on the show, just so that we can get different perspectives on different topics. But I am comfortable with slow growth because I'm not about to do crazy things just for likes and views. That's what part of what I want, but as long as I continue to have a positive impact on the few viewers that I do have, then I'm good with that. So I'm going to continue to do it, and I've gotten comfortable just with getting 4 or 5 views an episode, and sometimes by the end of the week, and by the time we get ready for the next show, it'll be about 23 to 25 views per episode. Not a lot, but it's okay. So I'll just keep talking to the circle. Um, at first, there was a point where I was getting discouraged, like maybe I'm not doing it right. I'm not talking about what they want to hear. Maybe I should just quit or not continue, but I'm not going to drop the mic. I'm going to continue to do this. Um, and one of my biggest supporters is actually my Aunt Sylvia, who all my life has always told me to keep rattling my can, which is like an old reference to back in the day when the prisoners were in jail and would you know run the metal can up against the bars trying to get the guards' attention, and it always worked. Just continue to rattle the can. And most recently, she shared with me a video called "Don't Drop the Mic." So I'm not dropping the mic, and I'm going to continue to rattle the can. Um, I do appreciate the support that I do have, that we do have, because Lovey is definitely a big part of this show. So I will say it's our show. Um, and I hope that we can continue to grow and educate others and educate ourselves. Um, I like I said, I'm just a student of life, and I am the type of person that when I learn something, I want to share it with somebody else. Because, especially if I have to learn it the hard way, I want to share it with somebody else so they don't have to learn the hard way. And, that's just me. I'm not one of those people who, so you have some people who don't want to tell you things because they may do, or they're afraid that you're going to do better than them, or that you won't need them. Like, I don't have to be needed. I don't have to be needed. I really don't. But I'm glad to be needed. I'm glad to have a spot in your life for about an hour or so a week. Um, and I'm going to continue to do that. But that is why I ask for comments, questions, concerns, not just because this is a platform and that's kind of what you're supposed to say, but no, legitimately, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? What are your comments, questions? Even if it's something off topic, if it's a legitimate question or concern, post it, share it, you know, text it, put it in Dropbox, click on the link, come on the show. Let's have a real healing dialogue. Speaking of healing, so I did the episode last week just about the dissolution of family and some of the things that was going on within my own family. And it looks like we may be trying to have a kind of a reunion of the immediate family, like my aunts, because my dad was the only boy. So my aunts and my cousins and all of that. This September will be the 25th anniversary of my grandmother's passing. So we're attempting to put together something for that. Who knows how it's going to go, but I'll be there. And so that's just an update on that. But speaking of events and whatnot, one of the best ways to avoid disappointment in certain things is to plan for events. Don't plan for people. So whatever you want to do, whatever event you want to do, a get together, a birthday party, a karaoke, roller skating, bungee jumping, whatever, plan to do it. Don't plan for the people to show up. So that way the event can still happen. You can get your enjoyment, And if those people don't show up, it is what it is. But you don't want to set yourself up to depend on people that you may not be able to depend on. Next point. Learn to do things by yourself. Learn to enjoy your alone time, and not just the alone time that you spend in the house cleaning up, or, just because everybody's gone out the house and now you're alone. No, go out by yourself. Learn to enjoy that, because, baby, I am the queen of solo for dolo, honey. And I will go out and do things by myself with no attitude, because some people will go, oh, I just do it by myself. Like, no, okay, I'm going by myself. Yes, that means I can have all the popcorn. Like, I go to the movies by myself. I go shoot pool. I have, what else did I do? Shoot pool. Definitely go shopping by myself. What else do I do by myself? I go out to eat. I go out to eat by myself. Like, there's so much that I just enjoy doing it. I mean, of course, there's some things that I would like to have somebody with me, whether it's, V or my family or my best friend or something like that. But that's just a bonus. But I love me some me. Me and me, we go out and we have a ball, okay? Like, I have no problem. I can spend, like, today, which, I mean, it was kind of like a pamper day a little bit. When I got my nails done, got my lashes done, I got my eyebrows arched, when I got some Mother's Day gifts, went to Walmart, just little tinking around the city, whatever. Put gas in my car, just been out. Solo for dolo. Happy as a pig in mud. I was about to say something else, but we gonna say that. Happy as a pig in mud. Like, if you can't go out and enjoy yourself by yourself, you're not doing it often enough. Now, that doesn't mean you got to do everything by yourself, but once you learn to enjoy doing things by yourself, it makes it easier to enjoy things with others. Just letting you know. It's my 2 cents. So it's Mother's Day weekend. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We would be nothing without you. Dot. Okay, y'all can fill in the blank or throw in some shade. I'm not going to do that because we talk about mamas, okay? Y'all, I was talking trash to my mama a minute ago, but she was in there knitting, so I had to back up because she still got good aim. Speaking of which, let me introduce y'all to my mommy. Let me see if y'all can see me at the same time. Can we do it side by side? Do we look alike? She pretty, I'm pretty. Yeah. That's my baby right there. Well, her pretty self. This is one of my favorite pictures of her. So happy Mother's Day, Mommy. Let me get back to my comment. Jermaine Hill, happy Mother's Day, everyone. So with it being Mother's Day, let's have a mommy story. Well, so this one is going to be kind of funny and embarrassing at the same time, but here we go, talking about transparency. So I was about 15 years old, wilding out, like ridiculously off the chain, embarrassingly wilding out outside of my mama's house, right? I was cutting up. I ain't gonna get into all the details, but I was acting a whole fool. Like, we was fighting in the street and everything. And my mama, oh, look, I got Daddy Bear. Let me use him as a demonstration. Now, first of all, y'all, my mother is 4'11". 4'11". I've been 5'1" pretty much since I was like 15, right? So I've been bigger than my mom for a long time. Y'all, my mama came out there and carried me. She grabbed me like this and carried me into the house just like this. Like, I didn't even touch the grass. Okay. And it was at that age that I had learned to never, ever play with my mama again. Which first of all, the fight didn't have nothing to do with her. She just came to get her wild child out the street. Okay, but I was like, yeah, I had a whole new level of respect for Miss Jenkins. Okay. And another story when I was 18, because so I waited all the way until I was 18 to start smoking cigarettes. But nevertheless, my brother and I were at the pool hall right up the street, smoking cigarettes and shooting pool. Mom came up there with her mama face. We were of age, we were old enough to be smoking, but that don't mean you want your child to be smoking. So she thought she was gonna come and hang with us. We still teenagers. We don't want to hang with our mama at the pool hall. First of all, y'all, she picked up the pool stick and was for real shooting pool. Like, for real. And then she was like, "Oh, give me a cigarette." Like, first of all, no, ma'am, we're not giving you no cigarette. But that's mama. So you kind of got to be obedient, even though she wrong for what she asking for. She took that cigarette and smoked it like a champ. That almost made me quit smoking. I was like, oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Then come to find that, but she was sick as a dog after she walked out of there. So she put on a whole front for her children, like she was a straight up G. So those are my two mama stories, yeah. Let me tell you, I love my mama. I love my little mama. That's everybody's my baby, y'all. I love everybody that I love. Okay, but definitely my ride or die. Uh, I could go on and on talking about her, but I am. You let her get cigarettes and get on the pool table. First of all, that's mother. Okay, so I can't tell my mama, no, ma'am, you can't play with us. Uh, that's not gonna work out too well. Okay, I was older smoking the cigarettes. I still remembered her carrying me across the yard, so I tread lightly when it comes to that little woman. Okay. Oh, and when she took karate when we were younger. Actually, we all did, but she went further with it. Like she was religiously going to karate class. She used to come home and karate chop the lights off. I wasn't playing with my mom. No, ma'am. To this day, she's 60 some odd years old. I don't play with that lady. No, ma'am. She got it. The look still works on me, and I'm almost 40. Like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm so happy to have y'all here. I really enjoy doing this with y'all. Um, Before I get into some other things, because I just got some random thoughts and ideas at this point. Y'all got any comments, questions, concerns? I'm about to throw somebody under the bus in just a minute, so I better see a comment, question, or something that somebody needed some understanding on Mr. Jermaine Hill. Yeah, I was talking to Courtney earlier. She told me that you be having questions you don't be wanting to ask. Caveat while he typing his question out, because we know he getting ready to type one. Don't be ashamed to ask no questions on here. We ain't going to embarrass you. This is a learning platform, learning program, and that's what we here to do. And who knows? Even if I have to research it on, in the middle of the show, we'll do that, because you never know. It may be something that we all need to know. I ain't too smart to know I don't know everything. And I ain't never done learning. So come on, let's learn together. The more you know, insert the rainbow. All right, well, I'm waiting on his question. Courtney Jones, you're going to type it out for him? Okay. What else we got going on? Yeah. So let's talk about some transparency in some situations and things like that, because we need to get some healing, some understanding. We need to do better than what we're doing. For one, like I said, I think that getting along as a group works out better when you're comfortable with yourself. And being comfortable with yourself means you know your flaws and your strengths and your weaknesses, but you're constantly working on your weaknesses, okay? Like don't just know yourself, be like, "Oh yeah, I know I'm a whole jerk." And then stop. Like you need to know you a whole jerk and work on that attitude, okay? And work on not being a jerk. You know those people that just say, "Oh, this is just me. This is just how I am." That's an excuse. That's a cop out. We're not accepting that. Just because that's how you are, that don't give you a right to be rude, be disrespectful, be nasty, be hateful, be spiteful, and everything else negative that you choose to be. And ain't nobody finna talk about, oh, that's just Susie Q. No, Susie Q about to get cussed the Q out. Okay, like no, you gonna get what you give, baby. And one of the things about being confident with yourself is that when when you are comfortable with yourself and you really know yourself, you are less offended by what people do to you. You just kind of leave them where they are. You know, when you have reactions to people based on how you see yourself. So somebody could say, "Oh, you stupid." Now, if you spaz out, that's more because you are kind of questioning, like, "Oh, what did I do to make you say that?" You know, whatever. But if you know that you're not, and that you make a constant effort to inform you, educate yourself, and things like that, then you know that they tripping about themselves. Like, I'm not gonna get no. I have worked very hard to not let people take my energy. Mm-mm. You're not about to take my energy. Okay, you got that. Okay, no, no. I used to be triggered by what people say about Aaron Bull, but then I got older and I got a little more comfortable. And I got to be a better person. By the way, not just know myself and stop. Like I'm constantly working on being a better person. And as long as I can continue to say that, then I'm pretty much comfortable with anything else. And a lot of the hate that comes your way is really projection from people, from insecure people. Know that judgmental people are insecure, and the flaws that they see in you more often are flaws that they see in themselves. And if you think about it, whenever somebody has said something hurtful or hateful or mean to you, you can generally say, "You saying all this about me, but you the one up here da 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 da," and rattle some things off. It's projection, okay? Don't worry about that. I don't worry about haters. I don't think I have any haters. I don't think I'm important enough to be hated for real. Some people may hate me because I'm honest, but okay. Some people hate the truth. That's just gonna happen. I had another train of thought and it just left. I was rolling too. Insert pregnant pause. Oh, hateful things. Another thing. How you gonna sit up here and get a whole attitude about somebody, what somebody says to you, or how they treat you, or even abuse you or misuse you, but you don't get that same attitude when you do it to yourself? You better stop beating yourself up. Whatever you don't let somebody say to you, like, "Oh, you're not gonna sit up here and tell me this, or this, that, or the third about me." Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Now, not in a deprecating way, like, "Oh, you so stupid. I can't believe," or "I'm so stupid. I can't believe I did that." Like, no, no. Just acknowledge the mistake and learn the lesson and move on. Don't beat yourself up about it, and no need in dwelling on it. Take the lesson, digest the meat, and dispose the bones. Period. Stop getting so worked up about everything. Everything ain't got to be no big deal. I'm kind of preaching a little bit, y'all. I'm up here by myself. I can do that. Let me see what we got. No Dunkin' Donuts coffee tonight. No. Generally, I have Dunkin' Donuts coffee at night when B's here because he brings it to me. That's a little spoiled. That's what I was reluctant to say, but I'm not drinking tea. This is pineapple orange lemonade or something like that from Y'all Sense. It's my Saturday special now. She distracted me. Stop beating up on yourself. If you wouldn't let somebody else say that very thing to you, don't say it to yourself. Words have power, and you just need to maintain positivity. Speak positively. Even if the truth may not be positive, but you can pull a positive from it. Period. And, I mean, like I said, nobody's perfect. We will never be, but we can always work to be better. And that's my daily goal. But can I give a little testimony real quick, y'all? Because, as you can see, I keep swirling and whatever because I'm kind of feeling myself with my new eyebrows and my new lashes. Of course, I keep my nails done, but I'm glad that I love to have my nails done. Y'all see me embracing my femininity. I love it. But let me tell you why I can do that, okay? When you have a man that fully embraces the totality of the masculine space and leaves you with no choice but to embrace your femininity, baby, that's a whole different level of freedom. Do you hear me? Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't bragging. I'm testifying, okay? Because I ain't never had that before. And I didn't even realize it was missing until I got this opportunity right here. So, excuse me while I get my girly girl on. I know I got my little ponytail, but it's permed. We got some hang time. But, oh, okay, to y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Like, I never really took the time to explore this aspect of the girly girl or femininity or whatever because I always had to keep my head down and kind of play uh the man and the woman. But no, I ain't gotta do that no more. I can really find new things to do in the feminine space. Like I never thought about doing lashes before. I keep my nails done because that was the one femininity thing that I would do. Y'all know my hair be on and off. Sometimes it be nappy, sometimes it be braided, ponytail, permed, roller set. I just want it to be there. I really don't care how it is till he come home and it got to look good. But when I'm solo for dolo, like long as it's not sticking straight up, we good. But I'm having a good time tonight, y'all. I hope y'all are enjoying this because I'm enjoying myself. But I really, really hope that you all get to that everybody. Now I just say you all like it's a specific group or whatever, but be honest with yourself, be honest about yourself, and learn to accept the truth about others. And don't get so caught up in things that people do. Take it for what it is and control what you can control. If when it comes to other people, you can't control them. Ain't no guarantees in this life when it comes to other people. Period. So if you no, you're gonna be disappointed by people. Just know that. But then you're gonna have some people in your life that's really gonna come through clutch. And spend the time and the energy focusing on those people that are really there for you. A lot of us, including me sometimes, spend time and energy talking about people who have not been there for us, who are not there for us, who have let us down. You know, we planning a family gathering and they're making excuses to not be there. Then, baby, they gonna miss out. Let them miss out. I'm not about to focus all this energy on somebody's absence. I'm gonna focus on those that are present. Okay, those that are present will get their flowers today. Self beauty is great, especially when it's simple and not too much. And Don't be ashamed to do something for yourself. It took me a long time to get to the point of doing little things for myself just because I always felt like I need to do this, I need to do that, or I need, no, take some time and do for yourself. And don't feel shame about it. Even if that thing that you do for yourself is give yourself a break. Somebody say amen. Give yourself a break. And here it is, it's Mother's Day. So we're going to talk about this. It's Mother's Day. Now, a lot of us women, especially us melanated women, we got this thing of go, 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 go. Even though we're tired, we're hungry, we're aggravated, we need a break. But no, no, no. We are the women. We are the glue. We have to continue to make this happen or things will fall apart. Baby, even God rested one day, okay? We can rest too. And I'm talking to myself in this because I if V was up right now, he would be all up and through these comments because he constantly preaches to me about resting. Cause I don't. Shame. So that's why I'm talking to y'all. Like, see what I'm talking about? Projection. See how I sat up here and gave y'all a whole sermon. I was really talking about myself. That's what people do in your life. I just I ain't throwing hate. But no, people will project in your life. So when somebody's talking at you and it don't really apply to you, like, where's this coming from? Why are you saying this? Don't mind them. They just talking to the man in the mirror. Make that change. Ooh, yeah. Okay, y'all. I have had a grand time. I hope y'all have enjoyed this program. I look forward to having Levy back next week. I'm gonna give y'all. That's not it. Two black facts because I owe you one from last week because I didn't have it available. So I'm gonna make sure I give you two, and I want to make sure that I covered everything. Oh, I do want to reiterate some things. Don't hold on to regrets from the past, from hurts, from mistakes, missteps, letdowns, things like that, because carrying that baggage from the past is going to hinder you from gathering your blessings in the future. Just take your lessons and move forward. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Because we have put ourselves in some less than ideal situations. Some of the stuff that happened to us is actually our own fault. We made some poor choices, some poor decisions, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? We can't spend the rest of our future life stuck on what we did in the past. Digest the meat and spit out the bones. I know that baggage got to be heavy. Lay your burdens down. Okay, I just want to see if y'all heard me. All right, I ain't gonna preach today. I ain't gonna preach today. I said what I said and I meant what I said. All right, so we're gonna do our black fact and we're gonna get up out of here. Make sure I give them to you in order. Number 10. So the first one is Claudette Colvin, September 5th, 1939 to present. She was the pioneer of the civil rights movement. 9 months before Rosa Parks on March 2nd, 1955. At only 15 years old, she refused to move from her seat on a Montgomery bound segregated bus. She had paid the fare and felt it was her constitutional right to board the bus. She was dragged off the bus, handcuffed, and taken to an adult jail. Colvin is not a much celebrated figure in the African American civil rights movement. Many believe this is because she was perceived to be darker toned and pregnant. Colvin had a child born of wedlock at the age of 16. On February 1st, 1956, Claudette Colvin served as the star witness alongside four other plaintiffs in the Browder v. Gale case. This landmark federal case, chaired by a three-judge panel, ended the history of segregation on public transportation in Alabama and other states in America. Again, that is Claudette Colvin. And the next one is Dick Gregory. October 12, 1932 to August 19, 2017. He was a civil rights activist, social critic, writer, entrepreneur, conspiracy theorist, comedian, and occasional actor. He began studying African history after being told that Africans had no history before European colonization. Took on a range of issues, including ending the Vietnam War, feminism, Native American rights, and apartheid in South Africa. He regularly fasted in protest of world events. He was arrested dozens of times for his causes. In 1961, he joked in front of a white audience. Last time I was down south, I walked into this restaurant and this white waitress came up to me and said, "We don't serve colored people here." I said, "That's all right. I don't eat colored people. Bring me a whole fried chicken." He authored the controversial Nigger an autobiography in 1964. That's a lot of new facts about Dick Gregory, for me anyway. So those two are your black facts. And once again, let me make sure I didn't miss any comments. All right, we got Courtney Jones, Jermaine Hill. All right, those are your black facts, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a pleasure to be with you all this evening. Thank you so much for your time, your support. If you are watching this video on replay, please don't forget to hit that like. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, even on the replay, please leave them in the comment box. They will be addressed. And on that note, y'all, happy Mother's Day once again to all the mothers out there. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a great day. Everybody else, have a great week. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing you next week on the Saturday Sit Down. Have a good one. Peace.